So I have the second tissue, and it fits around perfect. There are those open holes on the side, but I have a solution for that. When I get to that, I just want to get the main part down, and oh, I don't have my setup where you could see what I'm doing so greatly. I don't know how to do that actually. But this is going to go on. See, it's already going to be cooking. I'm thinking if I have to tear it. I think I want to have a like it. Have it for this effect. So the second sheet is on the opposite side, and I have to make sure that the ballerina is centered, that we're not going to lose the top of her hair or her head or any part of her. So she gets put on first, and then whatever happens on the sides, we'll deal with that later. But I need to see where this falls. It kind of falls on the, well, this one is falling right on the seam line, like straight, which is interesting. I didn't plan that. Let's see. It started with my first 2 inches. I said 2 inches. This is actually, I'm doing 1 inch right now. Now I'm going to lay down the first starting tissue. And this stuff works better than not having it. Yeah, this works very good. All right, continuing. Some people use regular paintbrush. I got the sponge. I don't know if it makes a difference. Maybe it goes faster with the paintbrush. I have no idea. The sponge works just fine. I'm pressing very gently with this. I don't know what would happen. If I press hard, it might rip or something. Oh. It's like perfectly imperfect. The tissue falling onto the lampshade has crinkles in it. I don't think you can avoid that. It's because it's tissue paper, you know? And it takes on the shape of whatever it's sticking to. And the lampshade is not like flat. It's like a canvas a little bit. So. I have a bird machine that plays bird sounds, and it's so relaxing, like when I'm doing these any kind of projects. But we actually have birds that come here and hang out on the top of our house, and they all start singing like in sync. They just sing all, and you know, every now and then, because they like to sit on the electrical line. So they have like a bird party right on top of my house. They're not right now. There's like a storm that's going on right now, but on certain days before a storm, because we have a storm now. So before the storm, the birds are all chirping. They're talking, saying, "There's a storm coming. There's a storm coming." Oh my! This really smooths it out when I use this, but it's scary. I think it's gonna rip the paper. Uh-oh. Before I was like lifting it and putting it again. Now I'm just like pushing it down. But it leaves like these marks. You see the marks? Where are we at? Where are we at? And it's such a messy Mod Podger. Like my brush doesn't fit inside this. The brush is too thick. So I put it on the lid, but I'm just making a big mess. I know you can't see what I'm doing. It's so annoying. But I have my hands here and the camera's there. How am I supposed to show you what I'm doing? And I can't move the camera that you could see this. It's the hand. I need a camera person because I can't figure out how to make the camera. Okay. What's happening here? I had a Mod Podge. I like had a bubble of glue there, and it like showed on the other side. Go, 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 go. Oops. I went back to using my hand hook. It works with your hands too. So are people still making YouTube videos? Yes, they are. See, I'm making a YouTube video. I know people are making them for a while, but sometimes people like me take a while. And the texture is like a textured wall. It looks real. I'm sure people have done this with like so smooth and perfect. With a different setup, I don't know, I'm here just making a mess with my hands and the glue and all that. But I like how it's looking. I like the wrinkles and that it's not perfectly straight. Okay, the ballet is going. Let's go. I'm losing a little bit of her hair at the top. Oh, let's see. Any folds in the tissue that just disappears when you put the project to the test. All right, a little bit of ways to go. This, and then I'll show you guys, and then I'm gonna let it dry, and then show you how I'm gonna connect the open pieces. Her face is done. 1, 2, 4, about 6 inches to the. Ooh, ooh. Oh man. I pour the glue in the lid. Okay. Where else to put it? Okay, I'm just marging to meet the seam wherever that is, then it'll stop there. And then I'll do the tearing thing. There we go. It made it all the way around. Wow. Okay. Huh. Okay, this is awesome. I stopped gluing right at the next paper. Don't know what I'm going to do yet. I know I'm going to tear, and then I still have to sand. Sand. The sanding, it's like, it's not ripping right away, just like on the other side. It needs a little extra. I'm like scared to do it strong, you know? But you kind of have to. All right, so that's sanded off, and the top I still have to sand here. I have to cut this off or tear it. And tear that, put water, tear it, sand the top. Let's do that. And when I watched the videos, it said lightly sand it, but I'm like putting force on here and it's barely ripping. And I feel bad. I feel like I'm ruining the lamp. It's like strong. It's really good tissue paper. See, it doesn't even come off. It's hurting my arm. No pain, no gain. All right, so I think that's what we got so far. So far we have this side, then I have to fix that area there because it's sitting from the connection there. And then we have these holes. See that? And with the holes, I'm gonna have to take the pieces of extra and cover the spaces there. And then I have to put the final, this area I have to cover up. And I'm going to do it all on video, but I have to cut that place in. Okay. I keep dipping even dip will get a wet cup of water, but I don't have a cup of water. I'm just painting the edge and a tear it to get a straight tear. I'm spraying my paintbrush with water. And then I'm just going to manually tear. Scared. All right, let's see. It's wet. All right, it tears really soft. Can you see that? It's an edge. Now I want to get some wax.
All right, friends, on this part right here, I didn't Mod Podge this down, and that was a big mistake because after, at the end of the project, it
to blend it
clear at the top,
so that'll blend.
Didn't push it down. There was the bubbles, so you have to put Mod Podge on your edges, and I didn't do that here, and I fixed it, and you'll see it later in the video.
It's gonna blend in with paint. We're gonna put wax, so color that in to blend it. That's one side. We have to add a little piece here. I want to put paper here. Make sure the whole thing's covered with paper before doing any of the waxing and painting. And the ballerina is down on both sides. And then I have to cover this part up. I tore a piece already. Where'd it go? Is there a cover there? Got the rose. There's still that piece there. There's like 3 pieces. It's gonna be like. I'm gonna do that bottom part first. That top part. Even if the colors don't match, I'm still going to paint over it so it'll blend. So I don't have to worry too much about that. I just don't want any lamp from before exposed. So covering all the lamp. That's paper, the white line. Uh-oh, my dog's barking. Uh-oh. Mod Podge spilling everywhere. Stormy! Let's see what he's up to. We're in that open space. I'm going to put the rose there. If it doesn't stick, I'm folding. Then I'm wetting the tissue and then I'm tearing it out, but making sure that it's going to be torn, covering all parts of the lamp. fussy over here. Oh, we got some work to do over there. Well, we're gonna work it out that it's gonna blend in. So we don't want this to be so sticking out. And then paint up there on her head. That piece can actually come out. This will get painted to match and then blend it in, blend, blend, blend. And then here we have a rose. It's hard to see that there's a rose there. But here we're going to blend it in, like maybe fade it. And then fix all this area because it's really dark. We don't want, just so that it's going to blend. And then it'll all blend it up. And here, that has to get painted there. And it goes around that splash. There's shoes on one side. Blend that in. And shoes again on the other side. And then that has to get blended in. So far,